Alright, I was saving most of the things I was going to say here for Smitty's funeral, but I can't guarantee I won't outlive him. So now's as good a time as any. And I apologize for any mistakes. I'm pretty messed up on bath salts at this point. It's been a long day. So I'll just all try to go. Hello. How's everyone doing? Good. Where are you all from?
Where you're from?
We don't know.
I am. The best man. Nice shirt, Dave. Why, thank you. So called because in ancient times, should anyone try to kill the groom of the altar, it was the duty of the best man to take over, avenge his death, and marry the bride. There's no sense letting a little murder ruin the party, is there? These days, however, it's normally the duty of this man to give a long, boring speech. Tom, or Smitty, as he is commonly known, or Adam,
Woo! Yay!
as he is slightly less commonly known, or Terry, as he was one time mistakenly called.
And Brian.
And Brian. What are we going to go with? What do you call him?
Adam.
Adam?
Your son is hilarious. He really is.
Sorry, Laura.
What?
Sorry, Tom. I tried to think of some embarrassing moments. It was the best photo. I tried to search for embarrassing moments from his childhood, but as you all know, he's a especially well-composed individual. And it proved rather difficult to think of anything I didn't make up myself. So on that note, do we remember the time he choked on a lemon wedge trying to make the new best huevos rancheros and cried all the way along? How about when his pants fell down running the marathon in front of all those widows and orphans? Oh, and the unfortunate weekend he spent as a juggalo. Actually, pretend, Tom, that you promised not to tell that pretend story. I pretend one. Some guy once said, context is everything, or whatever. So, I guess I should give you some context. Tom was born in the slums of Toronto. His crying at birth drowned out by the cacophony of police sirens and gunfire in the alleyway below. Actual photo from the day. His wonderful parents, realizing the poor timing of their emergency run to the toaster oven repair salon, decided to move to the suburbs to pursue the Canadian dream. Childhood was good to Tom, as history fed him countless hours of Thundercats, Ninja Turtles, and the other things destined to become staples of the internet culture he was destined to master. In 1990, I met Tom after his gestation period of pre-coolness and we became fast friends. I benefiting from his outdoorsy, barefoot, hands-on, mountain man mystique. And he benefiting from my ever-expanding need for someone to do these things, and needlessly creative list of colorful insults. In the summer of some year, Tom chose to heed the call of post-secondary education, and I, in doing so, came into the greatest commitment a man should know. Throwing caution, sanity, foresight, friendly advice, and common sense in the proverbial wind, Tom chose to enroll in visual art. Retaining some modicum of self-respect, however, it was photography. I too am an idiot, and took art in college, the same college. Making friends can be hard, but he was always there making sure to drag me out to see whatever band was cool that week. One night particularly...
That's
Thank you.
better. Thank you.
Much better.
It should be better. One night in particular, we were going to a car factory in a zombie town. To see 3 bands no one knew or cared about. Bands that were unknown even to their own members. As was our wont. While I went to get my girlfriend, Tom said he'd wait for me at my place with his friend. I returned to my house and heard laughter. A girl's laughter. Walking into the living room / dining room graciously provided by open concept affordable tract housing. I found my mother, sister, and Tom seated with a strange young woman. A young woman introduced to me as Jordana. Under normal circumstances, I would have spent the remainder of the night analyzing her every word and action to determine whether or not I trusted her with my head. The truth is, I immediately liked her. And indeed, my family seemed to like her too. But I knew about a challenge. I would spend a lot of time with Tom and Jordana and their classmates over the next year, but try as I might, I couldn't find a reason to. Only some of you will get this. Point of fact, they seemed perfect together, irritating those around them to no end. Unbeknownst to Jordana, when she started dating Tom, she also took on the responsibility of putting up with one of his more annoying habits. And I don't mean how he organizes his records and CDs by producer's blood type, or what chord the second track starts on. Only some of you will get it. I mean, of course, hanging out with me. Over the years, Jordana has not only tolerated my antics, she has encouraged them. Treating me not as Tom's friend, but as her own friend. Sometimes that goes for every other aspect of the relationship as well. She's pretty good to him. I'd like to say that after 17 years of constant best friendship, that I have a tight relationship with Tom, that I know him inside and out. But I can count the number of times I've heard him sing on one hand. Despite this, we've always been a pair. He's the Kevin McDonald to my Dave Foley. The Spock to the Data to my Picard. Actually, we both kind of share it on sometimes. Which kind of... This one might need some work. janitor's sidekick. But now, he's got someone who completes him. And I don't find myself looking across at him anymore, as much as looking up to him. I wrote a pause in case I tried, that's good. Tom brings a lot into this marriage. His carefree nature. His innate sense of what to say and when. His fashion sense. His physical similarity to actor comedian Hugh Lord. And of course, his inability to drink. Jordana compliments him nicely. With her outgoing nature, her compassion, her willingness to put up with and her even greater inability to drink. And her patience. You two have always exemplified happiness, cooperation, and probably some other shit. We all know that you two are perfect for each other. Smitty?
That's my baby.
Yeah.
That's at the cottage.
You've grown up into
Must be just this.
That's cute, eh?
That's very
You've got a real grown-up man's life to lead now. I hope we're still on next week for Lego. And Jordana, thank you for looking after this guy, including us in your lives, and being the sister I never had.
Sarah.
All the best to both of you. Now please, get on some kids.